So we're going to walk through the basics. On the import batch page is where it all kind of gets started. And so what we're going to do is we're going to come here and we can import via Excel or AWS Data Exchange. I'll demo both. So if we import via Excel, then basically we come out here, we pick the file. I'm going to pick a small file that has 3 columns, and I'll show those columns here in a minute. So it's the commodity pricing. I click that. You'll see that we get a quick preview here. It's got the product, the price, and the week. And so I'm going to import those. It's going to import in 168 records. And so now that's into our staging table. From there, we click into that, and we can do 2 things that are interesting here. We can actually click into the JSON data that was created. And so that just helps us with API integrations or testing and whatnot. You can copy this and put it directly into wherever you need to. Or you can do the true intention of basically reviewing the data that's here. And so you can come in and edit any one cell if there's something that's erroneous. So 567 instead of all that. And so that just makes it where you can sanitize the data before you push it to its permanent location. And so then you can select one, many, or all, and then push those directly into SQL Server or directly to TigerGraph. And so both of these just push it into the permanent location for that. So then the other import feature is the AWS Data Exchange. So we're going to click this, and you'll notice that there's no UI or anything here that you watch while it's happening, but basically it just went out to AWS, created a copy from the data exchange into an S3 bucket, and then imported it directly into here, into our staging table. And so you'll see that it's a similar set of data. It's actually the same spreadsheet that's been published out there. And so you'll see that you get the 3 columns, and then you can click one, many, or all, and then import those into the final location. So just as a quick recap of that, what it did is it came out here into the weekly commodity pricing data set, this revision, and it created a copy out to S3, and then it pulls it from S3 and then imports it in. So that's it for that. The next thing we're going to do is walk through the product lines, and so just show you how we navigate through the data in our application. So that's the data that we pulled in, and then from here we can click into the 3 product lines that we have. We can add more interesting metrics to the dashboards when we're ready. But so we've got a demo product line. I'm going to drill into that. It's going to give me the basic information about the product line, and it gives me a section to track notes. So I can add any notes to this particular product line, and then keep up with anything else I want to remember. And then I can drill into the sub-product lines. So I'm going to go into the demo sub-product line, and that's going to drill into those. So it's basically a 5-level hierarchy that's going to get me to the products that I care about. And so I've got the demo parent product group, the demo child product group. It's going to kind of scroll me over. And so then I've got my products here. And so I can use the breadcrumbs to navigate backward and forward between different things here. But so what we're going to do is look at the Denver distribution center, and it's going to show us the supply and demand for that DC. So basically you can see that this is the supply for the default period of time, and I can change that to go back and look at August through into September, and you'll see that we continually add supply because we're not adding any orders to take away from the demand. So again, you could come back here and just navigate your way back into the next product line if you want, and so that's just how you kind of learn the data and navigate through it. So the next part is drilling into the products themselves. So we looked at it from the top-down approach, and now we're going to look at it from the bottom up. So we're going to come straight to the products. We've got 28 of them, and they're grouped together by the child product group, which is also hierarchically grouped with the other ones, right? And so you can see I've got all the basic information here. I can filter down, on the client side per column. I can change what we're grouping it by. So I could group it all by just sub-product line, and you'll see that all of these are in the demo sub-product line. Or I can export it to Excel, and I can choose which columns I don't want to look at. So if it's too noisy for me, I don't care about the dimensions, I can come out here, save that, and then those columns are now gone. From there, I can drill directly into the data. And so you'll see that we're going to drill into the first product here. And so there's the basic information. here's the list of prices over time that we've received from Random Lengths. And so then we can see that as a chart view here. And we can see the locations that supply that. We click into there, and then we'll see the orders, inbound orders. And in fact, we don't have any outbound orders. From there, I can click into the supply and demand and see that same chart for just the one product. So that's it for that. So that's the SQL Server base of data. And so this is the TigerGraph base of data. It's the same exact footprint. So we loaded up the 28 materials, we loaded a ton of pricing, and then we pushed some directly from the processes we showed a minute ago. And so you'll see that I click into that, and you can see that these are the same products from the Tiger source, and they're grouped a little differently. They have a little bit different display data, but when I drill into it, I can also get a handle on the last 6 weeks worth of pricing here. And so in the future, we would display that a little better, but right now we're just kind of demoing that it can work. And then you'll see that we have the same basic detailed information from here, and I can go back into there. So that's it on the desktop side. And basically we use the desktop to do all the detailed navigation and mining. And then on the mobile side, we exposed 2 basic features. And so there's just 2 menu items, and it's going to repeat those last 2 views that I showed on the desktop side. So I've got the product SQL, the products Tiger. I can drill into the product SQL, and we're going to have a dashboard here. We can reuse the same dashboards that we did on the desktop. Click into there, there's your 28 materials. You can see that it's laid out in a mobile-friendly way. Normally, we would make it where you can drill directly into it and do some more editing, but for this demo, we're going to stop there. And then we can also set up the swipe, so we can set an alert. We can set a complete, anything else we wanted to do for a product, and then we can filter down all the basic features. From here, I can either go to the home screen and navigate to the price per Tiger, or I can jump straight to at the top menu. And so I can click here, and it'll pop me right into the dashboard for the Tiger. When I drill into that, you're going to see the data for the Tiger. Same features. And that's pretty much it.